Hello, I hope your day is good, and I'm Ling Nah here again, and we'll continue with the workshop. Remember, we have been building our neighborhoods, and we have started working with living space and shopping areas. So remember, we also have already constructed this neighborhood with the materials that we have collected, recycled from our daily livings. And just a recap here, the one that we have created the other time, right? And it has the different buildings for our living space. Okay, you might have created in a different manner, which is of course fine, because every one of our neighborhood should be different, right? We don't want to all copy each other or have a standard template. Okay, so do be open and come out with your own creative neighborhoods. Okay, so this time we will look at the other areas that we have sort of, that actually I've drawn the other time. Of course, your demarcation might be different. We will look at more of the relaxation and entertainment kind of areas now. So let's maybe look at parks and maybe the exercise, sports kind of spaces. I will actually turn this plot of land around, so we have space at the back for these, my parks here, my greenery, okay, and then you can also have your sports area or sports corner. And for me, I would love to have swimming pool. I think water sports is good, and so I will be building a sort of a swimming pool here, and of course lots of greenery. Okay, we continue with that garden city scenario here. So let's start building again. So I'll start off with the greenery, the parks, the gardens, and I've collected actually a lot of stuff that is green. So there is this actually food wrapper that I've actually salvaged, and the green it's really nice. So I'm going to use it as my grass in a sense. Okay, it also has very interesting texture. Okay, so I shall continue working from here. Remember, we have been using different materials to actually assemble the materials, okay, or rather put together plastic materials. You can actually glue them or use tapes. Okay, so for these materials, since it's paper, I'm going to just pin it down. So I'm going to use green pins. Pin the paper down, and as mentioned before, you don't have to be open, okay, as in be fixed in the kind of design you have before that. You can actually change depending on the materials that you have. Okay, just have to secure it in place. Okay, just be careful so your team members can help each other to work out the design. I have also some materials here that looks like grass. Okay, so you can actually add on texture-like materials to your land. Okay, this one I may have to glue it down. Okay, you can imagine also the kind of plants that you might want to have. It can be imaginary, it could be something that you have seen before. Okay, so you can have your greenery. I'm going to sort of move to create the sport facilities. Okay, and as mentioned, I'm going to do a swimming pool. So I'm using this container. So it's a transparent swimming pool. Okay, and think about, when you have swimming pool, you have water, maybe you can think about the colors you might want to put in. And I have this cardboard that is blue in color. So I'm going to use it to represent water. So it's probably a park or a garden that has a swimming pool. Okay, so be imaginative. It's a bit too long. And maybe we could have a slide going down to the pool. Okay, so you may need Okay, I'm just going to secure this down first. I'm going to do a slide that leads to the swimming pool. I think with this, it reminds me of there's this place called Big Splash in East Coast, right? I think it's been closed for some time. So yeah, imagine the kind of exercise facilities that you might want to have. Okay, so roughly that is the area that I demarcate for the greenery, the parks, and the exercise corner. So I think maybe that's the time for you to try as well. Okay, to put your parks and also your sports facilities into your land.